Hey, before I jump into the video, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas within the sound of my voice. I don't know if you're Christian or what your beliefs are, but I still want to wish you a Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah or whatever it is, and a Happy Holidays. Thank you for any of the support that you've given me. And now let's get to the video content. Hey, it's Kyle Brotherson with Dirt Bike Channel, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I just want to say for the record, hey, I'm not always right. In fact, oftentimes I'm wrong. The thing is though, I'm willing to admit it. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Probably a lot of you guys don't actually get to see those apologies. You know, if you have a little bit closer relationship with me, you'd have oftentimes where I'd come off wrong, or I'd say the wrong thing, I'd just be wrong, and eventually I'd come to you and say, hey, that was the wrong thing. But with the relationship that you and I have, where you're just probably looking at me on your phone and we don't get to have that dialogue, I just want to look straight into your eyes and say, hey, I'm not always right. I just have some experiences which I end up showing to the world. And you know, I have a lot of experience with this thing or that thing or the other thing, and I make videos about them. And the hope is that some of you guys and gals will be able to, you know, get some benefit out of my experiences, or out of some of the things that I'm trying to do with bikes, or out of some of the things I'm trying to do with my sons and riding and progressing. And hopefully you can get benefit from it. But what I would definitely want to caution you is, don't just get all your information from one source. Don't get all your information from me. Don't get all your information from just one place. What we need to do in this time and age is take information from all sorts of places. Now, I try to keep myself unbiased by not watching, I very rarely watch anything dirt bike related on YouTube, especially if it's kind of in the same genre as me. Like, I didn't watch anything about the gas gases. This bike is dirty, I just hit it and mud falls off. I didn't watch anything about the gas gas. I didn't watch anything about the Kawasaki. I didn't watch anything about the Yamaha. I don't watch anything about this, that, and the other. You end up kind of picking things up along the way, but the last thing I want to do is just be parroting and repeating someone else's information. The flip side of that is, some of the time I'm not doing a ton of fact checking. I'm just sharing like, hey, this thing happened to me, and I might say something that isn't totally accurate. Now, I'm never trying to mislead you. That is the furthest thing from what I'm trying to do. But sometimes some of the stuff I say is not right. And like, it happens all the time. Somebody will send me a video from 5 years ago that I put out, and I'll watch that and I'll just kind of cringe and be like, oh, I don't fully agree with myself now. And that's a really interesting position to be in as a content creator, because back then, 5 years ago, I was just trying to do my best. And I I did really think that at the time, because I'm never trying to purposely mislead you. But we grow, we evolve, we change, we learn new things, we relearn old things, and sometimes our perspectives change. And my perspectives have certainly changed over the years throughout the 900 plus videos that I've made and put up on YouTube. And it's also tough as a content creator, because you never get to live anything down. Like, if you said something or did something 5 years ago, a lot of times with some of your viewers, you're still being held to that standard, and it's like this impossible standard. For me, I don't try to chase views. I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing with the bikes. And up to this point, I've really only done reviews on bikes that I was interested in. I get a lot of people asking me to do reviews on this bike or that bike or this thing or that thing, and I buy a ton of stuff. Most of the time I don't even show it to you, but it's just a balancing act. And I just wanted to publicly, formally say, I know this is rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to say, hey, I'm not perfect, and I'm certainly not always right. I'm just one voice among many, hopefully, that you're listening to. And if some of the things that I'm saying with related to a certain type of riding or a certain dirt bike or a certain part, if some of those things that I'm saying add value and color to your life, then great. That's what this is about. And if there's other stuff that you want me to do videos on, the best way to let me know is to send me an email. Email kyle@dirtbikechannel.com or customer service@dirtbikechannel.com, and I would love to hear what your ideas are. So that's kind of what's going on here. Anyway, sitting next to this red bike, and just wanted to let you know that there are 2 bikes in this room that you can win right now. And if you're watching this video before the end of December, we have 2 motorcycles that are up for grabs. There's a 250XC, a 2021 250XC, and a 2022 KTM 250 SXF. Both of those bikes will be given away The sweepstakes went from Black Friday until the end of the year here in 2021. And so the way that you get entered for that is you go visit my website, dirtbikechannel.com. There's a few different ways you can get entered. You can buy a shirt like this sweet shirt here. I love Two Strokes. There's a bunch of other shirts we've got. We even have some brand new red tie downs here. See, these suckers are still in the package. They come in a set. I've got 3 different colors of these things. I love those things. Shipping's expensive. Just know when you see how much the shipping is, if you go to buy something off my website and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot in shipping. Let me just tell you, I'm underwater on the shipping. The amount that you pay me is not enough to get it to you. And so I end up paying what is left because it doesn't cover it. We get spoiled with Amazon free shipping and Walmart free shipping and whatever, all these big companies that are multi-billion-dollar companies, and then little guys like Kyle and some of my other colleagues and whatever, we're kind of held to that standard. And I get it. No one wants to pay for shipping. I just wanted to let you know, when you see how expensive shipping is, know that I'm paying more than that. So if it costs $10 for you to ship it, it's probably costing me 12 or 13 or 16 to ship it to you. So anyway, thank you for any of the support that you've given me over the years, whether you're using my links or just watching the videos, or you're supporting on Patreon or PayPal, or you've bought something off my website. If you've done any of those things, you are the reason why Dirt Bike Channel still exists, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So this doesn't happen very often, but I'm sitting here editing video, and Christmas is coming up. And I really don't run a spiritual program or a religious program or anything like that. But I'm impressed to just look into the camera and say, I know that there's at least one of you this Christmas season that is hurting. I know there's one of you that is hurting like hell. And this is not the most wonderful time of the year. This time is horrible for you. My message to you is that you're not alone. In our lives, there are happy times, and there are some real ugly times. But it all, you know, it's all needed to make this amazing story that is our lives at the end. And not all of it is roses and hollyhocks. Some of it is really, really painful and really hard. But you're not alone. You're not the only person that has felt this way, and you're not the only person feeling that way right now. It'll get better. God only knows it has to. It has to get better. And we can do hard things. The only reason that you're here is because you and I have an affinity to do hard things. Maybe we've done them together, maybe we haven't, but we like doing hard things. And this thing that you're going through right now is a hard thing. But you can do it. You don't even have any choice. You and I have to do it. And we will. So I know this isn't the message that you thought you were going to get from Dirt Bike Channel. But sometimes we have to just get real. You're worth it. And you'll make it. I fully believe in you. Thanks for believing in me as well. I do hope you have a Merry Christmas. And if you're not the person who needed to hear this message, I know that you know someone who does. Don't use my words. Use yours. God bless you. And Merry Christmas.